Good evening. This is journal number 2-667. It is June 20th, and this semester I am doing straight inpatient. This is actually my first week, and I'm really enjoying it. I've been a psych nurse practitioner, a psych nurse for 20 years. And so I got out of the field, so I got so frustrated. So now I'm on the other side. So this is like a second or third career for me. And I think that once I graduate, I think this is what I would like to do. I can round early in the morning like I did this time. We switched our schedule up, me and my preceptor. So now he rounds early, and so we're getting in there at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I love it, and then I can get on home and study. So I'm really loving it. I hope it stays this way. But one of my patients I want to concentrate on today, and this is the patient that I will also be doing my soap note for this week, is a 33-year-old Hispanic female that is under Texas involuntary commit law. And that is she is a hold for 40, 48 hours. And I think she went ahead and signed, because I think this is her third day. She went ahead and signed herself in voluntarily. Uh, but when we came in around about 4:30 or 5, she was wide-eyed and looking at the world and walking around the unit, and she hadn't slept. So my preceptor talked to her. She came in. The history is she has depression, schizophrenic, bipolar. Um, um, but what happened this time? Police was called, and she was found in some kind of pond of water somewhere. And she said that she was in the water because the world was going to end. And she felt if she got in the water, she would save the world. Wow, thank God for people like her saving the world. And so she was in the water, and the police asked her, was she suicidal? And she's like, the knives. So, she was having visual and auditory hallucinations. She said the knives in her house were saying for her to kill herself. So that's another reason she left the home and jumped in some kind of pod. And here in Houston, they said Houston has a fever, and which she does, and our temperatures is like 110. So I can understand her being in the pond. You know what I'm saying? So they brought her in today when we assessed her. I didn't assess her yesterday, but today when we assessed her, she uh, had not slept. So she was very, like I said, very wide-eyed. Slightly delusional and slightly confused. Initially, it took us a minute to reorientate her. And so she realized that she was back, she was on the unit, and that she had, for some reason, been in the pond. She couldn't really verify it. But like I said, this information I got from her chart. She couldn't verify, she couldn't give us the logistics on how she got there, but she knew where she was at. She's in a acute care mental facility, inpatient. And she knew her medicines. She had stopped taking them because voices told her to, auditory voices told her to stop taking her medicine. So she had stopped. She's on Abilify, and she said that that's been effective until now. She was on 15 milligrams, and she's also was on lithium. And like I said, she stopped taking that. So she does have bipolar also. So um, when they came in, she got an immediate dose of a because she was psychotic and agitated of Zyproxia, 5 milligrams, and that seemed to help her with her agitation, and she's not as psychotic. So my preceptor said that he wanted to change some things with her because she's still not sleeping. Maybe try her own Celecril or something that can make her sleep, or get her down some more. Um, she adamantly refused. She's like, no. You can go up on my Abilify, which he did. He went up 20 milligrams on Abilify. And he's like, we will see how that, see if you rest. We talked to the medical staff and said that she's just been a walking zombie. Um, she was really disoriented about it was 4:30 in the morning. She's like, no, it's in the evening. It's like, you have not slept, you know. And so that's why you're thinking it's 4:30 in the evening. It's actually 4:30 in the morning. And I was confused myself. um, but pleasant. Um, so she was a very pleasant lady. She had refused labs, but she said that nobody asked her for labs. Well, we just think that when she came in, she was so out of it and she wasn't with herself. So they, you know what I'm saying, she probably did refuse. And but all her labs are fine. He also was contemplating on putting her on another antipsychotic, but like he said, she just wanted to go up on the Abilify. So we're just going to see she's making some progress, but in acute care, you know, you don't have a long time. So, you know what I'm saying? So you have to do as much as you can. His rationale, which I felt was that when they come in, he don't mind putting them on two antipsychotic, you know what I'm saying, to bring them out of psychosis. And then once they're stable in a day or two, to sending them home only on one and also getting an EKG. And I think she hadn't gotten her EKG. Like I said, she was refusing everything because in the midst of that, she was very paranoid. And later on, around about 12 or 1 o'clock, she was still walking around. So hopefully tonight, you know, um, um, with the increase of that, and she does has trazodone PRN, and so he did tell the nurses to make sure maybe she get a dose tonight. And so our main thing that we're going to be looking for tomorrow is that she is sleeping. You know, she has to sleep. Um, her psychosis is down, her agitation is down, irritability is down. We just got to get her back on a sleep pattern. I think that is all that I need to say about her. I can never see the time on this. Maybe I'm just too confused. I've been doing this forever, but I can never tell the time that, but a pretty good day. Saw a lot of patients, and she's just one that kind of stuck out to me that that I'm going to do my soap note on. Okay. Thank you.